Hi, Queens. Welcome to Girl Please Podcast. It's Alina here.
Hey, guys. It's Amanda.
We missed you. I feel like so much has happened. Once again, we're dropping this episode early. I feel like we're going to need to, switch it up.
I feel like I have a lot of anxiety
Yeah.
from, the drama.
Your girls have been booked and busy watching every single interview, recapping, taking notes, checking it out, checking our list twice.
I feel like I was on the show. I'm exhausted.
We are exhausted. We're certainly getting comments like we were on the show.
Literally.
You can't defend anyone. You can't like anybody.
Just don't like anyone.
You
Just
can't
don't
like anyone
yeah.
or you will be attacked and mauled.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Huda stands for L. Amaya Papaya Livers for L. Come at us in the comments. Thank you for your
is anyone else we like?
We like everybody. Oh, we love Iris and Pepe.
I like some, I would say I like a lot of people individually.
Yeah.
Some couples I don't ship. Some couples I'm hopeful for.
Yeah.
Nick Landria, if you guys seem to be
Bonding.
falling in love, bonding, I'm here for it. We were never, against it, but I'm excited to see where that goes.
Yeah. So we'll see. We're going to just kind of dive right in. So what obviously and we've had a lot of new followers, subscribers. Thank you guys. We love you. We're going to reassess a little bit because we always drop an episode on a Wednesday, but I think a lot of stuff has just been coming out, and now it's been almost a week since we've had some of these interviews drop. And so as needed, we're going to just hop in and drop episodes and don't hold us to Wednesdays. This will probably come out to you guys on a Monday or Tuesday. And, we want to be done sooner and get it to you as things happen.
Yeah, so bear with us. We won't be very consistent on release dates, but it's because we're thinking about you guys.
Yeah, and if there's a day that you think, I want it on a Monday morning, and maybe we'll do mostly Mondays, and then if we can't get to it on the Monday, then it'll be the Tuesday. Let us know, too. What do you like best? Do you like a night drop? I feel like we did really well when we dropped one at night. Do you like an early morning? I mean, we always were dropping them at 6 a.m. because we would think on your drive to work as you're getting ready. But if you have from the night before, you can listen late or early. So let us know what you guys prefer, date time, suggestions in the comments. We are here for you.
Yes. And I would say, too, there will be times where we drop 2 episodes a week. If we have the bandwidth, we'll do it.
Yeah. And we've done that a lot when we've had reality stars on. We'll definitely do 2 episodes that week or, drop that one as soon as we record it. So we will see.
Tag our girl in the comments. Yeah. We're dying for her to come on.
We're so thankful. We have gotten, I would say, at least 1,000.
Everyone has been so great.
We have gotten so many comments tagging Huda, messaging us, commenting, writing to us, requesting her, writing on her page, writing on blogs and other people's TikToks, tagging us saying that we need to interview her and Amaya. We've had a lot for Amaya. We've had a few for Beldasha, but we've gotten at least 1,000 of you pushing for us to get Huda. And we just want to say thank you. We have reached out to her. We've reached out to her team. Of course, our girl got on Call Her Daddy. We're so happy for her. We knew we weren't going to have the exclusive. Now that she's back home, we'll see what happens. We'll keep you guys posted. And you know what? We want to get the aftermath conversations. I
want her to spend time with her family, go home. She was just gone for a while.
Yeah.
I want when she's ready, even closer to the reunion. I would love that.
Watch it, process it. A lot of the interviews we're seeing, the interviewers are having to explain what was shown. They haven't had a chance to come up for air to watch things back. So I think once we have that and things are unfolding now, people are going back home, people are unfollowing people after appearances for what reason we don't know, but those are things that we can always ask and follow up on. So we are not letting that die. We are hoping.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's dive into Amaya Call Her Daddy.
Yes.
She is just such a sweetheart. She's just authentically her.
Yeah.
Hearing about her family dynamic, everything, relationship with Brian, continuing to go strong. And there's a part where she talks about, her as a kid and how she would go to the park and she would go on the swing, and it literally reminded me of my childhood. grew up in the Bronx. So we would literally go on the swing and then twist. I don't know if you've done this, where you turn yourself,
Yes.
you twist,
And then you
let
unravel.
go. Yes, and then you just spin. And she was talking about how dizzy she got. I was
Yeah.
like, she is so cute.
She's so cute. She's so real. And I feel like that's what it takes too. Like, she's not putting up a front. She's not trying to act a certain way to come off a certain way. A lot of people were accusing like Sierra of that because she's such a big fan of the show. She's an influencer. She's very calculated. She's very PR answery. Like, Amaya, God bless her. She didn't even have someone running her socials. Like, she was fully her damn self.
Everything out of her mouth, I'm just like, she says the cutest things.
Yes.
And like, I'm just like, where does it, like, she just spits it out. I'm like, she's so witty.
Yes. And like, she'll say things. It's so, like, her metaphors are insane.
It's so good.
Even when she's like not even saying a good thing. Like, she was like saying, when she was on Call Her Daddy, she's like, I went through some shit. Like, that was diarrhea. I was like, how did you even? Like, the way she expresses it is so funny. I was dying though and smiling the whole way.
So cute.
You could tell that they made cuts too when like Alex would be laughing. Like, it was just so funny. The little TikToks that they did together too were like cracking me up. Like, it was everything and more.
She definitely deserved to win. I'm so happy for her.
And I love seeing her and Brian do interviews together. I think they look so happy and excited, and they're just like so like grounded. And I love to see that. And I think too, like, we let the right people win. They were on the Today Show saying how they're going to donate some of their winnings. Brian really wants to use some of his funds to like help support mental health. And Amaya said she's interested in doing a Thanksgiving drive. So I thought that was really sweet.
Oh, so sweet. And another thing about that too is they know they're going to get all these brand deals.
Yeah.
They know they're going to do, and to think like, you know what, let's take this money and do, like, we don't got to worry
with it.
I was just like, oh, they're so sweet. Their hearts are just,
and after taxes, like, y'all ain't getting much. Like, that's the truth. Think about it.
They got to pay taxes on
yeah,
that too.
That's just going to be like $25K. Like, oh my
They're like, might as well.
Yeah, they're like, and then you can write it off, right? I think.
Yes. Oh, actually,
Even
that
better.
is smart.
Genius.
Yes. Donate, write it off. I see what you guys.
No,
they must have a
have
tax
good hearts.
accountant,
I
someone
think
managing their money.
Someone was like, "Listen, you could do this, and you could get this back."
No. I think
No.
they have pure hearts, and they were just
do.
thoughtful.
Rihanna, Selena Gomez, both of their brands, Rare Beauty and Fenty Beauty, have both reached out for potential collabs with her. I saw Huda and Amaya at Too Faced HQ. Like, they're already in it, honey. Like, I'm so excited for them.
I love to see it. I'm still so exhausted with all the drama around everything.
Yes.
But it's nice to kind of see them still all being close.
I have to say, the fans have made, like, I wouldn't say fans, I would say the online trolls are the most toxic characters in the whole season.
I'm just wondering how these people got the time. I'm just like, you guys have no life. You're literally digging up things, starting drama,
looping in someone's
stuff.
Sibling. What happened in, everybody drop it. It is so nasty. And we are here to say we are Huda stans. We love Amaya. There's so many people that, like, yes, we are like cheering on in the show. And that, you know what? It's like a competition show. And like, everyone's going to resonate with certain people or feel for certain people more. And that's okay. And that's what makes it fun. But we've gotten to a place where it has become so nasty. Like, we don't hate anyone. They're putting themselves out there to be judged, criticized in front of, like, honestly, the world. It's not just a US show. Like, everyone has seen it. They've had billions of views. Let every single person, like, we don't hate anyone. We don't want anyone to do anything to themselves. And like, it's not only the cast now, it's become attacking anybody talking about it. It's gotten to the point where you're ruining the show.
And this is where I think producers kind of effed up, because if they would have had movie night, a lot of this drama would have already been like, but
aired
now
out.
They have to like go and watch it, and then things resurface and people aren't following people. Like, it's just, they should have just had movie night.
Yeah, I think so too. But I just also, I'm just like, this online trolling has gotten so out of hand. Like, it's like we had season 6 and it was great. And then now the way that people are, like, is anyone going to be able to breathe? Like, who's even going to want to sign up for next year?
Oh, yeah. I'd be
like, oh my
Good
God.
luck.
You're like put out
you better
to
go
die.
through all your socials.
My God. Not even that. It's like things that you, like, they're being looped into things they never did or said.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. And people are writing the narrative for them before they've even had a chance to speak.
And
It's
people
crazy.
need to stop comparing people too. Like, stop comparing people from the previous season to this season.
Yes.
It's exhausting. They want nothing to do with it. Leave them out of it. Like, why?
Yeah. And like even Leah, like being attacked now brought in. She didn't even watch the show. She's been vocal about
that girl's
trying.
always been in her own world.
Yeah, she's been vocal about trying to distance
Yeah.
herself. She has been feeling a type of way about how the show was produced and how she was edited. And like she's been very clear about that, to the point where like they had to get all new producers for Beyond the Villa. And it's like, what are we dragging her into this for? Like, people have no time like like to do anything else.
Leah's so understanding. When she went on a pod, I want to say it was Call Her Daddy, she talked about how like your life is like literally put out there. They portray you as this person.
They
like,
make up what they want to.
Yeah, like you just have no control. And she feels for everyone on it. Like, you know, putting yourself out there so hard.
Yes.
So she totally understands it. She doesn't want to be bothered with it.
She said, I hope everyone coming off there, I have no beef with anyone, and I hope they all protect their energy. Did you see that crazy psycho woman who was like trying to get in on their relationship, like Leah and Miguel?
Yes.
And she's pretending she saw Miguel out. Meanwhile, Miguel is across the country in a totally different city. Like, you really have the power to ruin and destroy people like that. And like, you want to. It's sick. It's sick.
Yeah, and their relationship's so strong. People need to just,
oh my God.
But I also feel like they're so perfect for each other that they don't bother with the outside noise.
Right. That's how you know. It's like they're so secure. And I can understand how it can also get to somebody, even if they are in a good, healthy relationship. But I think like they've committed to being like, look, this is what our reality is. And we have to like stick together on it and just be a united front and block it out.
Yep. And speaking of like everyone going home, I was so annoyed to see. I'm like addicted to TikTok now.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, like, you would show me things and I'd be like, girl, I don't want to be on this. But now I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Not that I do TikToks or anything, but I get all my tea from it. And every time like Huda was live, or, you know, people would be like, why aren't you home with your daughter? Why aren't you? Like, people just need to, like, why is that any of your business?
Yeah.
Even though her daughter was on vacation with her father.
Right.
That's why I was like, oh, shut up.
Now the new thing is she doesn't have custody of her daughter. That's the new conspiracy.
And people calling CPS, that's also, like, people are fucking weird.
Yeah. It's
weird.
like back to that principle when people are like, have you heard when people say like, oh, where's your, like if they see the mom out and she's at dinner and they're like, oh, who's watching the baby? And the mom is like their dad. And then the people are like, oh, daddy's babysitting. Like, no, he's fucking parenting. Like, no, that's his actual child. Like, has no one heard of split custody? People switch off summers with their kids, like whatever. She has her daughter for the majority of the time. So if her dad held it down for her to go get and change their lives for the rest of their lives, let's just get a bag. Let's just have an experience. Like, are we kidding?
And especially when like mothers come forward and they start like judging her as a mother, I'm like, the nerve.
Yeah.
The nerve. Like, leave
That's
her
really
the hell
extra
alone.
crazy.
It's mind-boggling to me because I'm like, you think people think you parent amazing? I bet you there's people that say shit about you.
Yeah.
Just drop it.
Right.
But I think at the end of the day, like, I saw the video of her with her daughter.
So cute.
So cute.
And I love that was her first post.
Yes.
It was
Very
so
telling.
special. And it was the cutest thing. I was like giggling, like was just smiling watching it. It was the cutest thing. And her daughter's so cute.
And I don't care what anyone says. Yes, she left her daughter for a few weeks. Look at her career now. Look at what she just did.
Look at what she can bring
Provide.
home to her family. Her child is like set.
Yep.
She is set. That woman's about to hit. She's going to hit 6 million followers, I bet you. Like, soon. It's crazy. But anyways, let's get into Huda on Call Her Daddy.
Yes.
It was quite the stark contrast from Amaya's interview on Call Her Daddy. And I'm happy that Huda did not go on the Vial Files, on Chicks in the Office, on all of these pods that were openly talking shit about our girl.
Yes, I agree. And I give Alex kudos for actually having her on, because I know she was getting a lot of hate and death threats and things too. And it's like, she's going to let her come on and speak her truth.
My God.
Like, I don't understand.
She was like, she even addressed it. She was like, if you don't want to watch it, just listen to another podcast.
Literally.
Like, she's like, but I'm going to let a woman speak. And I'm like, yes, sis.
I was here for it.
Yeah. Done. Okay, so we started off, and I don't even think Alex was like prepared for these answers, but she likes to do like a little like deep dive like into your childhood, like what makes you you, like get to know the person before we're like sitting down being like, oh, this happened with Chris, what happened? Like getting to know Huda from a different lens. And her childhood was rough.
And, you know, I would say kind of her. She didn't have to share all that, and she did.
Sure.
And I feel like she could have made it more like, I had a normal childhood, siblings, grew up, parents, didn't work out. But she opened up. And
yeah, she did.
The backlash just kind of sucks.
Yeah. I think it's like she's also coming from a place of like wanting to be vulnerable. So she's somebody people can relate to and like see a story of like, look where I came from and look at where I am.
Her trauma.
And also it helps people understand her.
Yes.
And we learned she came from an abusive home. And she literally said her dad used to beat the shit out of her mom. The abuse like trickled down to her and her sisters. And also she suggested like there were other things happening with her dad and her. She would like, there was one instance she like described where she was like calling her mom, like crying, like hiding behind the door to come get her. And she was kind of suggesting that there was some sort of, she used the word grooming. She said she wasn't going to go farther than that. So she set her like boundaries. She's like not going to go air all that out.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think it was coming at a place for like to feel like a victim or
for pity.
Like she was just genuinely answering the question, letting her know like, I'm not perfect. My dad wasn't in my life my whole
And she really didn't say much of anything in that moment. Yeah. It was implied because she said grooming was happening and she could see the little signs of like what was leading up to like that moment. So it suggested like some sort of inappropriate, like sexual harassment, discomfort, something in that realm was happening.
And even her saying like some family did not believe her. And that's her truth.
Yeah.
That's her truth.
Right.
Let's,
right. And then she's saying that. And then you have all of these people on the internet judging her and saying that.
I won't name who.
Yeah. Like you're coming at this woman who has just shared this experience and discrediting her.
I'm going to bring it up. I don't care. Okay, so the two podcasters that did bring it up, and, I know people are coming at Stephanie, that's on TikTok.
Yeah.
I think it's Stephanie with the deets.
With the deets.
Yeah. So I do agree. Like, why speak on it? Especially when you came from a show where you talked about, essay that you've been through.
Yeah.
And people not believing you. And I was just like, I would have never talked about it. Like, you don't have to like Huda, but you don't invalidate her feelings of what she's been through. Yeah. It's just so distasteful.
Here's the thing. Of course, everyone knows we're Team Huda. We love that girl. And she's perfectly imperfect. And we have been cheering her on. But if someone is sitting here sharing a story of a sexual harassment situation, abuse, any sort of something from their past that made them who they are and is a trauma in their life, is anybody to discredit that? We do not know these people so deeply. They weren't podcasters, right? They were just live.
Girl,
that one girl sits at a mic talking to no one, filming herself. Like, I'm not even going to name. We could.
Yeah, no, you know who we're talking about.
You know who we're talking about.
I don't know if they have a podcast. I just know they were live, and that's where it was,
it doesn't matter who it is. Like, even if it wasn't Huda, it could have been anyone on that cast, and we would have sat there and we would have felt for this person. Like, to have such hate because you saw somebody on a TV show and you didn't like their personality or like certain things about them, that you're going to go and shame them and invalidate them, call them a liar. Like, how do you even know this person what gives you the right to be speaking on their experience? That could have been any woman from that show up there saying that. And you and I would have sat here and been like, that is so sad. Like, yeah, we could be Team Huda, but that doesn't mean that we're not human beings. That could have been Shelly up there. That could have been Alandria. And we would have sat there and we would have felt so much sympathy and understanding for these women. And there would never be a word out of our mouths speaking ill of their experience. Who are we to judge what they went through?
Yeah, it's not something you talk lightly about.
I was disgusted by people coming out here now using that and weaponizing it against her and being like, oh, she's such a liar. Shut up. I'm disgusted by humanity at this point.
Yep, karma's a bitch.
Like, and that was such a raw
and my thing too is
that
like
she didn't have to give.
Also, like, you guys keep talking about her. You're the reason why she's up here. Keep talking about her, whether it's good, bad. Yeah, you even freaking did a little song about her.
Life.
Like she's on your mind.
Setting her up for life.
Yep.
It's so funny because the biggest haters, like, that's the only thing that gives them traction is like just using her name. It's crazy.
Mm.
But the interview really, I feel like it was such a good foundation of like helping put into perspective things she's been through, where she's at now, things with her. It was so interesting hearing like her relationship with her baby daddy, how she found out that she was pregnant, even like, you know, she was from a really strict Muslim household. And she said she had to even beg to be able to go to prom. And it's like sad too, because I feel like sometimes in those situations when they're so strict and like you finally get out, like you go crazy a little bit.
Oh, I think I think about like college. Any friends that I had that had strict parents
Yeah.
went buck wild in
Yeah.
college. Whereas like if your parents are a little more less strict, you're like, oh, been there,
Yeah,
did
you've
that.
been there.
Like,
you know how to handle
Yeah,
it. You're
exactly.
like comfortable in it, and you're
Mhm.
not like trying to like do everything you can. And she even said, she's like, I'm 24 and I'm already done with all that. She's like, I did it all. So, and it's like, it helps paint a picture too of like what she went through growing up. Also like with her dad, like all of the things. And then how she said, I love that. She's a manifesting queen. She's like, I was manifesting going on Love Island, manifesting being an OG, how she used to like tell herself that that's what we do. That's
Mhm.
literally what we do. Like how we even do what we're doing now. Like these are things that I was like, yes, girl. And I was dying when she said like she was with a guy, they ended, and then he knew how badly she wanted to go on Love Island. So he started like the interview process. And she was like, what the hell? Like he's going to go after my dream. Like I'm going to go after my dream. So it's like funny because like look what happened to her and she went on. Like where is he? Crickets. Like karma's
Exactly.
a bitch. What a loser who's like, oh yeah, she wanted to do this so bad. Let me go on. Like what? Out of spite?
Now look at her.
I was like, that's crazy.
Lots of followers, making history.
Money, honey. Like so excited for her. I mean, that interview. And then we got into all the Love Island stuff.
Yeah, I would say too, like, I don't think she said anything bad about anyone. She answered questions, you know, she said
Totally.
who she was close with, which is true.
Yeah.
We see it. But I didn't leave that in, like, watching that and saying, like, oh, she's going to have beef with this person.
Yeah.
Not at all.
She's allowed to have an experience where she like generally shares how she was feeling, where she was like, you know what, I needed like somebody, a woman to talk to. Like I would go talk to psych or this or that. Like I felt a little bit alone. We saw that play out. Like we drew that conclusion before she said it herself. We could feel that like girls were coming up to her, acting a type of way, pretending that they were a safe space, and then running off, like talk, like, you know, you could
or even
feel,
addressing something she told you in private in front of everyone.
Yeah, tell the class, like all that kind of stuff. Like, and we are not even saying that's who she was insinuating. These are conclusions that we have drawn. She could have been talking about Andreina. She could have,
guys.
and she never really even said, or the guys. It always has to be the women against the women, right? But she never went in and spoke ill on anyone. If anything, it was her saying that Sierra was the fakest. When directly asked who's the fakest, she goes, Sierra. Didn't elaborate.
I need more insight on that.
Oh my God.
But, I mean, we know it.
Sis, we saw it all. Yeah. We knew. However, like spot on. And it could have been that too. Like she could have felt, I feel like when Sierra left, we've said this before, it was like this weight lifted off the villa. Like,
because if we think about it, like if we think back to how Sierra moved, I think she's the reason why Hannah went home.
Yeah,
I think
1,000%.
I think her standing behind Taylor instead of you know,
TJ,
or even like TJ
to be with Iris. Yeah.
Anyone else? You could have been on the girls' side with that, where Amaya and Huda stood behind.
Yep.
Like, but I was just like,
Yes, it was very telling how she moved for sure, and I just think that seeing her interview drop and cast members unfollowing her, we watched the full 2 hours. And there was nothing in there that would suggest like, hey, someone like now you're going to have beef with this person.
And every other person that interviewed said that Huda was bullied.
Yeah.
They didn't say by who, of course.
Yeah.
Because it was all of you.
Right. But that's exactly what she did. She said, yeah, I felt that way. But she never named anybody. And actually, she said that she was the closest with Nick and Olandria. Aside from Amaya, Alex said, aside from Amaya, like, who else are you close with? She said, the other two people I would be closest with are Nick and Olandria. So I'm not understanding why Olandria unfollowed her after the interview, unless it's in solidarity with Shelly, which I understand. Like, if you have something with someone, like, out of respect for you, yes. But still, that person is also Olandria's friend. Like, I thought, like, Huda thought they were good. She didn't say anything bad
Why
about
can't
her.
everyone be like Amaya and just be friendly with
Like,
everyone?
why can't you don't have to be everybody's best friend.
Yeah, best friend, no.
We
Cordial?
and we don't have to, like, you know, and I think that, like, opens the doors now to, like, more people drawing conclusions, more hate happening, more division.
And
like,
they know what they're doing, though. They know people are going to question it,
Yeah.
ask about it. And I feel like I'm just so curious to see the reunion because everyone's talking about bringing receipts. Freaking
Yeah.
Nick is talking about
Yeah.
bringing receipts about Jeremiah. I'm just like,
yeah.
just let us know now.
Yeah. I will say with Nick and Olandria, like, they seem to have, like, bonded a lot, I think, in, like,
They're
also
cute.
seeing how much people ship them. Also seeing how much their family was rooting for them. They're like, wow, there might be something here. I feel like they came off the show. All the couples were, like, so bonded and united coming off the show. And, like, they didn't go home yet. Like, they were doing press. So, like, they were all together and they were the ones, like, processing everything together. I think it really brought Nick and Olandria, like, close in a different way. You can see it. I've seen them go on pods together. What I really like about him is, like, how he's just, like, standing by her side through, like, whatever's coming out. And he said, yeah, we're seeing people, like, say a lot of things, but we don't want them to stop. Keep going. And I'll bring the receipts to the reunion.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
I mean, yeah, they've been cute. I've been watching them. I'd root for them. They seem happy.
Yeah.
I know what all the drama is. I'm
Yeah.
just like, what was not shown?
I think this is what I think. So Nick has been suggesting that because Nick and Jeremiah were, like, calling each other, like, they were the besties. They were the closest, like, to each other in the villa. So, like, obviously if Jeremiah is Nick's bestie, if Jeremiah's on the chopping block, like, Nick is supposed to defend him. Like, that's, you know, it's like when your best friend is up there, you're their voice. So people have come down on Nick, like, why were you such a follower? Why did you let this happen? How could this happen? Like, and I think that's Nick's biggest thing to disprove. And what he wants to show, it is my belief, by what's being implied in interviews, is the conversation of voting off Jeremiah that will clear his name.
My thing, too, is this is when he was super close to Sierra. So I feel like he definitely maybe just moved funny because she was moving funny. So
For
maybe
sure.
they had conversations
Yes.
like, listen, do it. Like, and he was just like, okay, whatever you say.
And Sierra was definitely behind, like you said before, Hannah going home.
Mhm.
I was dying. Every time somebody speaks on Sierra, like, and that girl Stephanie, who we really like. Okay, so I want to find her. What's her last name? Because I feel
Something
like
with
we
a
keep
T.
calling her out, and we're, like, not saying her full name. She's on TikTok. She's, like, one of those reality star, like, commenters.
Let's
I, like,
see.
don't even
right
have
here.
signals.
Stephanie
Taligi.
with the deets.
Yeah,
Steph with the deets.
Yeah, Taligi. Taligi.
Where do you see her last name, man?
Taligi.
You would know better than me. I butcher names.
Here. Like, how do you say that? But that's my guess. Taligi.
Taligi? On TikTok, she's Steph with the deets.
With D-A. Yeah. So, it looks like
Guess I'm
Huda favorited one of her videos talking about those two creators,
kidding. Mhm.
discrediting her. Ooh, you love to see it. But yeah, what were we saying about stuff though? I'm trying to.
You were bringing up something with Jeremiah. We were talking about Nick.
Yes.
You said you love to. We were talking about Hannah going home.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, yes, I'm like, hello, Alina, where's your brain? So, yeah. So, like, every time somebody addresses, like, Sierra leaving, like, Steph just has done this a few times. She's like, but I want to remind you how lucky you were to have a strong connection before leaving, because that's the speech that she was like, this Hannah's like, you're done because you found your connection so you could leave now. Like, that's how she justified her leaving. And so I find it so funny that anytime anybody addresses Sierra, they're like, you should feel so lucky to be, you know, to have had that connection, and then you're done and you go home.
Sierra's
Like,
salty.
you went home, so don't worry though. You were so lucky to have a connection.
I heard she's throwing shade right now.
She's throwing shade.
Ugh.
She is so funny because this last episode, I was like, why is Sierra speaking out, being like, oh, I love Nick and Olandria, like whatever they want to do. And then this week,
I heard she was the one yelling in the back when Olandria was recording.
yeah, they say that, but like you can barely hear anything. So I'm like, people are reaching.
They were like, we woke up and she was gone.
Yeah. Well, she was there for the morning.
For the morning. That's,
yes,
she just disappeared.
That's another thing that they've addressed on podcasts now is that Sierra was there and they started off the day.
Yeah, doing
and
their
then
thing.
she was there and then she just disappeared and everyone's like, where's Sierra? Where's Sierra? And so then Sierra goes, like they pull her aside, they tell her, they don't really give her the full breakdown on why she's even leaving, but something had surfaced and she has to go and blah, blah, blah. So she goes, she's like packing her bags while everyone's like out and about in the villa and they're wondering where she is. Then they pull Nick inside and Nick shared this, I believe, on Chicks in the Office. They pulled him inside and said, listen, Sierra had to go due to personal reasons. And he said he strongly considered leaving with her, but then was thinking to himself,
an epiphany. I need money.
Yeah. He said, let me stay. No, he said that he strongly considered leaving as well. But then he talked to production and was having a talk with himself being like, if I leave and there is she's kicked off because of something that I don't agree with, me leaving the show will look as if I support it. That was his quote unquote.
I don't care anyone says. A cameraman,
we
someone
know
told
he
him.
just wanted to stay. But he's saying I didn't want to look like I was supporting whatever she got kicked out for, which is also valid.
Okay, but that's sus to me because a cameraman, someone said something because for personal reasons does not sound like she did something shady.
Yes, totally. But he also knows how this goes, and they've already had this shit happen with Yulissa.
Yeah.
So they're on to it. But I just think that in general, he wanted to stay.
Do you think she'll go to the reunion? No, right?
I don't think. Here's the thing. I think if she was the only one to go, maybe after her accountability and all of that stuff, production would invite her back. But they can't because they're not going to invite Yulissa back.
They're not, yeah.
So it would be a double standard to say that Yulissa can't come back, but Sierra can. So yeah, I don't think that either of them will be at the reunion. It would just undo all the work that Love Island did to take a stance against racism. But I do think that we will have enough tea. And honestly, it didn't stop the cast members from addressing Sierra in their interviews. So I think that she could still be addressed in the reunion without, giving her say. And honestly, the only thing I would care to hear from her is say what she feels about Nick and Olandria. But, maybe somebody else will, I don't know.
I would just be so sad if a lot of the being bullied, all that stuff, blah, 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 was around Sierra and she's not there to speak on it.
Yeah. And I also think I'm worried about Andy doing the reunion. Because here's the thing. I just think that you should, all I ask of Andy is keep the same energy for everyone. So do not gang up with other cast members against people just because you're biased.
He's going to do that. He does
and
that.
I feel like he's gonna.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm nervous about. And can I have some of your lip gloss?
Of course. Sorry.
Because I feel like I just need a little too. And watching you put it on.
For those of you that don't know, I am putting on my...
You are the Amaya to my Huda.
Wet n Wild lip oil.
Is this Fenty Beauty? Is this that one? No. This
no,
is
Wet n Wild.
Oh, Wet n Wild. Sorry, I thought you were reading the name. I wasn't thinking.
Oh, no, you're good.
Because I usually use your Fenty.
Oh, yes.
I love your Fenty.
That one's good, too.
Glosses, and I wasn't thinking. But yeah, so it should be interesting. Before we wrap up the interviews, there were a couple other ones that we should talk about. Iris and Pepe. I love that Iris went on Gabby Wendy's.
Yes.
What a duo.
She is so funny. Gabby cracked me up.
She is the funniest. I was dying at she was so unhinged, didn't have a single note card in front of her. Did you? I don't know if you watched that interview.
I watched some of it.
She was just off the dome. She's so then, and I was dying. And even the questions that she asked her, were so funny.
She reminds me of someone that literally was a fan watching.
Yes.
And just had her own
take. And that's how it should be.
Yeah, very.
It was so good.
Exactly.
Okay, so Pepe went on the toast and they asked, Claudia, the host, asked him, are you and Iris exclusive? And they had just gotten off out of the villa. And he's look, he's I mean, yeah, this is how I date. So I wouldn't do anything different here. And I thought that was such a great answer where he's if I'm dating someone, I'm dating that person. It's not oh, I have to have this like label on it to be just focused on you. Like, I'm focused on you. This is how I'm dating.
I think they're cute together. And I also want to talk about Iris, how I love that she like was not feeding into people having her
set
talk
up
shit.
questions.
Yes. Like, she was really good with
She
that.
did a great job. They were also on the Bio Files, and they just kept it classy. I hope they go all the way. I love Iris and Pepe.
I love them. They're perfect for each other. I wish they explore things way sooner.
Yes, I love them separately. I love them together. I think it's great that they both live in California. I'm really rooting for them. The only thing I think that could come in between this is like, you know, they're young, and I mean, they're a little bit older, I think, than some of the really young castmates, but it's like this whole new world just opened up to them. So like, that is the one thing I think that could like pull them apart. But
we're hopeful.
They're grounded people. They're good people.
We love you guys. Come on the pod.
Yes, come on the pod. They have amazing like values. I just love them. So I don't know. I'm trying to see if we have to talk about this. We did not watch Chris on the Bio Files, but we did get the Cliff Notes from Clips.
Which is funny because my boyfriend was like, I want to watch Chris. I want to hear what he has to say. I said, we're not supporting that.
Dead.
We're not giving views to that one.
I tried to watch and I had to turn it off. I just couldn't do it. But there were some things to note. Chris gave a full breakdown about the heart rate challenge. And he said that before the heart rate challenge, everyone had to talk about boundaries, and they were very open and clear about who could and couldn't do what couples were and weren't open to certain things. Everyone said everything was fair game. They didn't have a boundary on it. They were asked, and you had to like literally raise your hand to say that you approved of like whatever happening, like everything was good, no boundaries, like fair game. And he specifically said Shelly and Ace raised their hands, so I don't know what the problem was.
And I did like that he said that. And I do think that is how that went down.
Yeah.
And I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah, because the show also wants to save their asses. So you know that they're having those conversations before something like that happens. It could be violating for people if they have a boundary.
I see it as like, I think kissing is way more intimate than someone shaking their ass on my man.
Yeah.
Like, I think kissing is just way, like, if you were like kissing my man for like a good, long ass time, I'd be like, all right, dial back. Where I feel like what she did was not that big of a deal to
People
me.
are acting like she sat down, like actually like sexually like partook in something with this man in front of everybody, like on the show. They're acting like and this is the thing, when people are answering questions, they're not realizing, because the Islanders just came off the show. They're not seeing that this is such a big question and the discrepancy in the question. Yeah, she was shaking her ass facing the other way. So when they're saying like, even Amaya was like, yeah, she was shaking it in his face. She is not realizing that like what people think is not what she's saying. People are like, no, she sat, like put her part on his fucking face. Like, no, she did not do that. And when Huda was asked the question, you could tell that she didn't even know what Alex was talking about, because she thought she was talking about another part. Like, she was like, her reaction was so real. She was like, what? No, like she's like, I was probably around like the stomach area when I was doing, and she was. That's what we saw. So it was like, please.
And my thing too is like, Ace is a grown ass man.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's too much, back up.
Push
her
her
off.
No, but like, you can signal that you're done.
Yes.
You can totally.
Like,
and
exactly.
Like, everybody's kind of, and people who are like seeing Huda side, when they say that Ace, like, why is no one mad at Ace? I agree. Like, Shelly never came at Ace for it. And
I'm Hispanic. If I was Shelly, I would have been like, get the fuck off my man.
Yeah.
Like, let's do it in the moment. Let's be more verbal.
But I think also if Shelly was acting a different way and wasn't engaging as much, and then like, this is what's happening, I get it. But Shelly was doing 3-way kisses. Shelly was putting her leg over Chris's face, like making out with him, doubling back. Like,
we're not trying to like get back on this topic.
No.
But we think, it's
like, put it to rest.
Yeah, but it's no more.
And it's obvious that didn't happen. And it's so silly that this is still a conversation. And you have to remember that people made up this conspiracy while they were all on the show. Like, nobody said this and then like, that's what
I can't wait for the reunion. They're gonna slow-mo play that part.
Yeah, they better. Like, I hope that they do, because it's become ridiculous. I really hope that they do a good job with this reunion, where they like take into account what's been so controversial online and put it to bed.
Literally.
But I just think like, And there's so many things that could make everybody else like feel stupid or look stupid for saying what they were saying and shut them down. But I still think no matter what, it's going to be a gang up on Huda situation. Like,
and I just want to say, sis, stay strong.
you don't even gotta go.
I was gonna say you don't even gotta go.
Like
you don't even give those people the energy. Don't give them screen time.
Like,
I won't even watch it if you're not there.
yeah,
How about
like,
that?
That's the thing. They don't even have a show without her. Bitch, just sit this one out. Like, you've done enough.
Let them haters hate. You know,
done enough.
Sit next to little Amaya Papaya,
Like,
little ball of joy.
Yeah,
You'll
like,
be fine.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think like seriously.
And Andy, I'm watching you.
Yeah, we're watching.
I'll
you.
be in them
Eyes
comments.
on you. Okay. All right. I think we can wrap up on all the interviews, and one day we'll be talking about our interview. Okay.
Okay, we got to get into Beyond the Villa.
Beyond the Villa. Okay, so we're at episode 2. It's just starting out.
It's a little slow for me.
Yeah.
I feel like there's not much drama going on. Like, it's just like, it's opening up.
They don't know like what to show as like the drama, so they have this like whole Kaylor and Liv thing, which is like not that.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. I mean, I understand Kaylor feeling butthurt. I feel like Liv just like wants to work past it because like obviously she's the one that like has things to like that she's done that she wants to work past, but like Kaylor is the one that's hurt. So I also understand her being like, I kind of can't look at you the same because of how you moved. Like, I'm going to need time. And like, I don't know if I'm going to kind of look at you the same way. I think it's too early for her to just push past it.
I think be surface level friends. You're on the
Yeah.
same TV show. You got to look at each other. You got to be around each
Yeah.
other. And then if you guys get close again, great. If
Yeah.
you don't, who cares?
I think she like when she sees her, like she does act nice with her and everything. And like Janae kind of setting up like a little mediation between them. Like she told Liv that Kaylor was going to be there, but she didn't tell Kaylor. So that's like annoying because Kaylor could have had time to like gather her thoughts about it. And like Liv did have time to prepare for this conversation.
Yeah.
And then like Janae said to Kaylor when she walked in, like, I would have told you, but I wanted you to show up. And Kaylor was like, I still would have shown up. Like, come on.
Honestly, I don't think she would have shown up too.
Yeah. Okay.
I think she likes to protect her energy, and I get it. Like
Yeah.
she's very. I feel like I align with that. Where like I'm rubbed wrong. I'm
Yeah.
rubbed the wrong way once, and
Yeah.
then I'm looking at you sideways, and I don't know if I want to be around that energy.
Yeah. Well, you have to understand, Liv is from Australia. Okay. And she, after the show, has been in the States. And where was she living? With Kaylor's family in Pennsylvania. So like Kaylor opened her home to this girl.
Yes.
And they were like,
Vulnerable.
brought her in like family. They called each other sisters. They were attached at the hip. We saw all the content play out. So for her to feel like burned like that, like, damn, like I let you into my home and my sacred space and my family.
I get
And
it.
like, we thought of you like that. My parents looked at you like another daughter. Like her best friend came to visit and she knows Liv so well. Like you could see.
And then it's like you lie about little things. I can't
Yeah.
imagine the bigger things.
Yeah. And
you
I
know?
think that the camera thing,
or even
like
like
that's business, bro.
But also, like,
you're
not
messing with
being
money. That's
invited out.
messy.
Like even when they were having the conversation, she's like, "Well, she just got a spray tan, so I knew."
Please.
And it's like you throw the bone out there anyways. You say,
Yes.
"Hey, by the way,
Yeah.
what's his name?
Her
The-
boyfriend?
No, the guy that Kendall. Kendall ended up being there. They ran into each other, and it's like then I'm really gonna text my friend and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, you know, we weren't gonna go out and do a big
Yes.
thing, but now we're out. Kendall's here. We're here if you want to come." That's
when
it.
you care,
Easy.
you're like thinking about your
Yes,
friend in
yeah.
that scenario. And
I'm
there's
an over
so many
empath.
times where like I'll be like, bitch, I have my period or this or that or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, I know you don't feel good, but this is what we're doing. If you want to come, like,
Yeah.
and you don't have any pressure on me. And you also, it's just like, here's the invite if you want it. And it is what it is.
Yeah,
and like,
it's-
we're
even
always
today,
like that.
Like after recording, you're like, "You want to go to the pool?" I'm like, "I want to go to the gym."
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're like, we could be honest and open, and those are
Yeah.
the best friendships. If I have to walk on eggshells, it's exhausting.
Mhm.
I'm popping a beta blocker just to answer you.
Yeah. Like, no. Honey, ain't nobody got time.
So I see her side. Like I feel like Liv just needs to like own up to it, apologize, say it'll never happen again, and
Yeah.
show it.
Yeah.
Just like saying it is one thing. Just like be like, listen, when you're ready to like, let's be around each other. I hope I gain your trust again, and we can be good again. But if not, I get it. But that's it.
Yeah. Also, okay, moving to Janae. First of all, like that bitch is so fucking pretty. I can't even
I was just gonna say, can we
focus
talk about how gorgeous she is
on
like,
the show?
Every time I have to like pause the TV, and I'm like,
How?
she's perfection.
Like, what the fuck?
She's so beautiful.
Like, I'm like, body T, face
Face-
card does not
personality.
decline.
Like I just
Like,
God,
like, good
gorgeous.
friend, great girlfriend, perfection.
come on the pod.
Come
We
on.
love you.
God, sis, we literally love you. You're eating like on this show. Like, I cannot, but she's wonderful.
Wonderful.
I will say, I just want her to like, don't even fucking give Connor, like, don't flatter him by even being bothered by him.
Exactly.
Like, just whatever. Be
You're
unfazed.
like here. He's like
yeah, like just be unfazed about that man. Like, I also get it because somebody triggers you and you're just like, ugh, I don't even want to be in that space. And like, I love that her girlies are like, you're not there, we're not there, let's go bowling. But like, just don't even fucking give him the time of day to like even act bothered by it. I don't even see the reason, but I get it. Like, sometimes somebody rubs you the wrong way, you don't care to address them. That's fine too. I like that Kenny supports it. I think he was like kind of hoping for a little bit of a resolve so that they can like just be like, look, whatever. Like, he reached out, just like drop it. But you know,
I don't think Connor needs to be on it.
He doesn't need to be on the show. That's for sure. But yeah, like, her girlie stood by her. Those are the people that matter. So that's fine. Leah and Miguel,
Super strong.
obsessed with them. Like,
yeah, they're cute.
they don't even need to speak, and you just look at them and you're like, they're soulmates. Like, perfection, no notes. Everything is like, they are endgame, and it's so clear.
I love when he's like, that's wifey.
Like,
That's wifey.
everything about her, he just like lets her be authentically herself. He just, the way he looks at her, like, supports her. And it was so like special when she was talking about like, she has all these animals and like, she's just like obviously all of this is a lot. And she's like, I never thought I would have someone where I'm like comfortable to be like, here's my freaking farm. And like, you want to sit here and like build a whole like thing with me and like have horses and cows and pigs. And like, you're embracing all of it. And like, just having like him ride her horse for the first time. And like, that whole thing was just so precious. Like, he's really just like, let her be herself and like embraced all of it.
Yeah, I think they're so freaking cute. And I feel like like watching Leah on the last season, I feel like she's just like any normal girl. Like,
yeah.
And even when she was going on dates and she's like, I just feel like he's not like toxic enough for me.
Yeah.
I need but once you find someone that makes you sane in love, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, you could be yourself. You don't got to worry. It's so like,
yeah.
I'm so happy for her.
I was like dying when
They're
she was
gonna be the
like,
first to get married. I don't care
for
what anyone says.
sure, for sure. When she was like talking, she's like, I don't even know if I like deserve him. He's so pure.
Oh yeah,
and
I
I was like,
girl, yes, you
hello.
do.
Like, isn't that sad? That's how women feel.
Yeah.
Like, oh my
and
God.
then people see what you have and try and sabotage it. It's
Yeah.
just like, and
Disgusting.
I feel like he doesn't even he doesn't entertain anyone. He doesn't even
No, at all.
He's a
He
king.
only has eyes for her.
literally, and I get it. Just
Yeah.
gorgeous,
Obsessed.
beautiful,
Obsessed.
inside and out.
Yep.
You could come on too.
Yeah. Always a seat for you here. Both of you.
I'm excited to like watch more and see more.
Yeah.
If this whole season about them two dramas with a freaking camera and no
Liv and
trust, I'm gonna
Kaylor.
like,
I know. They like left us on a cliffhanger with Liv and Kaylor talking it out, and the episode ends with it being like, to be continued, ... Because it probably is the biggest drama. Like, is there really a cliffhanger here?
It's like that. You
Like-
know what? This is like so nice too, because it's like, wow, this friendship group has no drama except for this little
Yeah.
drama, which they think is bigger than it is.
1,000%.
But I'm just like, if this is what it is,
Yep.
friendship goals.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Okay. Last order of business. Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
a lot going on.
Bachelor in Paradise is far too long.
Oh, it's a
There
lot.
is too much happening.
Too many people coming in and out.
Yeah. I have to say, this season, Bachelor in Paradise completely revamped. And you can see they're getting a lot of inspo from Love Island. And they're trying to do it and they're failing. The one thing that they should have kept from Love Island, like take a page out of Love Island's book, eliminations. When you have new cast members coming in and you're giving a rose ceremony the next day, you are, of course, going to most likely lose the new people.
It makes no sense. How do they have enough time for a connection?
Yes.
You let them go on one date. You give them a date card, and you're like, oh, better work out with that person, otherwise you're going home.
On Love Island, when new bombshells come in, they are exempt from the eliminations.
As they should.
They're immune from being eliminated because they haven't been there long enough. And the same thing should be happening on Bachelor in Paradise. You, like, Allie Jo came in and out. We loved her.
Love her.
Susie is like one of your biggest stars. She could have made a connection if you gave her time.
Don't get me started
Like,
on Justin.
There are so many people, like even the controversial cast members, like that guy Sam was like he could have had like a redemption arc on this show. Like there's so many big names that they've brought in and they just leave the next day because they don't have time. And I feel like everyone is not able to even and Susie said this too. I actually watched her in an interview on Viall Files, that nobody feels like, it's almost like you're afraid that you're going to have to leave, that you don't feel like you can explore, because if you go out and explore other options, like then you're like maybe not going to get a rose. So they're like almost afraid to lose their connection and explore other people too, because people are getting eliminated so fast, and like you're losing your like star quality. Like these people, let them stay, let them have a minute. It's too much.
I agree. And it sucks to see some of the people that went home.
Yeah.
I was so excited to like see them have connections, especially because new people come in. Maybe someone was like waiting for like to come in and meet Susie, or like, I don't know. It was just,
I can't believe how they've handled eliminations.
And I want to talk about the Justin thing, because that was mind-boggling to me. Justin has such a heart.
Yeah.
But like, dude, put yourself first. When are you going to put yourself first? You literally came on a dating show to find love.
Yeah.
And you're so blind. I think they did really bad bringing them both on, at least around the same time, or I don't know.
Well, what I think happened, there were also things that we did not see. And that played out online with like Justin and Lexi going back and forth in the comments. So basically, obviously what happened was like Justin was like having a connection with Lexi. Lexi was super hesitant because she knew Justin was fresh out of a relationship, but it was 4 months, but that's still very early. And she was very hesitant about it. And I guess she must have known that like Susie was going to come on, and that's what made her nervous, or whatever it was. Like it did prevent a little bit of like them moving forward. And once Susie came in, whatever, and then it was down to a rose ceremony. And obviously Susie didn't have like a connection yet. Susie was going to get sent home, and Justin gave his rose to her to like let her have the experience. Now, what has played out online is like Lexi being like, I told you so. But Justin also saying, you forgot all the things that you said. And obviously we're only seeing a couple seconds of their conversations, but he was quoting it up in paragraphs. Like he was like, you told me like you're not willing to like move. You don't want this. You don't want that. You don't like there's so many things where she was like, it's not going to work out. And I also don't, and also like with your accent, like there were so many things that he pointed to aside from just Susie that she said to him, like, we're not a match. Mm-hmm. So he, knowing that, was like, okay, well, she's not, like, I'm interested to see who else is here, and I will let her stay because, like, obviously we still have love for each other. We care about each other. And that was his reasoning. But, like, Lexi, like, refuses to also believe that, which I get her perspective, too.
Yeah, no, I think knowing all this, I still think Justin was wrong to pick his ex, because if I came into a show and I'm hearing that you gave your rose to an ex, there's no way in hell I want to build a connection with you.
That's fair.
I think you need more time to heal. Like, I think it's a sweet gesture, but as someone that's going and dating you, I see that as a red flag, and I don't want to be involved in it.
Yeah,
I get that. I think picking Jill, he should have just done from the get.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she's someone else that, you know, wants to find love. She was on it before, didn't find it.
Yeah.
That was a good, like, after move that he did. But I'm happy that Susie rejected the rose, because she knows what that would do. Like, no woman is going to want to. Yeah. But now it's tainted. Now I'm already like.
So here's the thing. I love Justin and Susie. Like, I kind of think, like, that was a little messy. At first, I was like, fuck, like, this was too soon for them. Like, this was too much. And then I watched her go on Viall Files and, like, kind of talk about how, you know, she hadn't gone on a show in 4 years. And she was like, really, she's like, maybe I was too optimistic, but I was really excited about it. And they straight up asked her, like, did you and Justin know that you were both going to be on? And she said, yes. She's like, we have the same manager. We were no contact for the first 3 months. And then, like, we knew in the beginning when we had first, like, these fucking vulture casting producers, she's like, as soon as we broke up, we both got approached to go on. And she's like, when we both got approached, like, as soon as we broke up, we both were like, it's too soon. And then they like circled back later on, like 4 months down the line, whatever. And they were open to it. And then they went forward with it. And because that they had heard that each other was on, they decided to like sit down and they had a conversation. She's like, I reached out because I wanted to air out our shit before we got on there, because I didn't want it to be about us having this relationship. Like, I wanted to get that out and be done. She's like, we aired everything out. And we set boundaries.
And he pulls that.
Yeah. She's like, we set boundaries. We aired everything out. And then she's like, because it could have been, she's like, at least we went there with like love and care for each other. We could have gone there and been toxic. She's like, it easily could have been toxic exes on the show. And like, that's not what we wanted. And like, we promised to like have each other's back and be there for each other, but like let each other also have an experience. And I think that the rose was like a gesture to let her stay and have an experience. But she also said that she had no idea that rejecting his rose would get him kicked off. And that's she had no idea. And that's the problem.
He deserved to go home.
I didn't know that either. When I saw that happen, I was like, what? That's the problem. And I was watching like on the Vile Files, they were all talking about it. They were like, why are they just letting all of these people leave? Like, first of all, that was the only like saucy thing that's happened. First of all, you should have let them both stay. Like, even if she was like, I can't accept your rose, she got a rose. He gave a rose. Like, you should have just kept them in the house. Like, it didn't make sense
I think they both
to send them home.
I think she was more ready to find love than he was.
Yeah.
I think if anyone should have went home, it should have been him.
Yeah.
I think and I think he wanted that. He said, if anyone was to stay between us two, I would want her to stay.
Yeah.
But it's like, you tainted it. Like,
yeah.
You can't go fucking. It definitely was like the most exciting thing that happened.
Yeah.
On the
That's
episode.
why I don't mean it from like, this is going to be great for them, but it's going to be a show.
It was a show.
You should have kept them for the element of entertainment. Like, their eliminations are just so out of whack. I was like, how are they just letting all these people go?
I think about Love Island too. Like, all these shows are just fucking going rogue. Like,
I think that Bachelor in Paradise needs to reevaluate their eliminations. Like, that's the biggest thing.
And now we see that, who was the person, Jonathan? Who was it that Alex
broke up with? God.
And now he's thinking about like getting a rose
April.
from like,
just to stay because of how crazy it's gone. Like, the eliminations are like instilling fear into these people, but that's actually a crazy thing. Like that, like we're watching you, like just trying to stay.
Well,
he doubled back on Jill, even when Jill was like hurt. Then he's like trying to like fake. Oh yeah,
April was like, my room is here.
Yes,
like, what?
2 doors to the like down the right.
I was like, okay.
But Jill, like I felt bad because like Jill started to feel a connection, and then Jonathan was like, no, we're just friends, and then he just circled back around to Jill when Alex dumped him.
Yeah, if Jill didn't have another connection, like I would have just picked Jonathan just because. We're not for each other, but maybe we'll find.
Yeah.
But yeah, he tainted that too.
Oh my God. And like she sees through it. She has the rose this week. Like she knows what he's doing. Like he's not being genuine. But I was dying at Dale and Kat. Like they were like the tea. I'm liking, like
they're funny.
Kat is usually a very dramatic girly, and I'm sure she will be later on in the season. But like I feel like she's been good with Dale so far, but I know that's going to be shaken up just by teasers that we see. But, I
got to talk about Alex for a second. That girl a little nutty.
She's a little nutty.
It lives rent-free in my head.
She's awkward.
She's so awkward. And then they like, hey. And then she's like, why are you talking? And I was like, what the fuck is going on? She's like, that was awkward. And then it was like, what?
So weird, bro. She's like, I'm just like, well, you know what? She's being herself. Like, let her be her little weird self. But she is a strange one.
What is his name that just came back on? They're talking now? They have a thing?
Alex and, oh, girl, there's so many people on there.
He was, oh, gosh, what is his name?
Should I just start naming people on the show?
No, the one that just walked in, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Yes.
She was so awkward with Andrew.
So awkward.
And like also Andrew was interested in her. She was ready to cry because she didn't get a date. And then when he was like, it was really close and I'm interested in both of you. And I just had to pick one the minute I walked in. But like, I still want to explore you. And then she's like, meh, meh, meh. Yeah. She's like malfunctioning. And she's like, I don't know. But like, you're interested in him. So what is the big deal, bitch? You're about to have no connection. That didn't make any sense. That was the weirdest thing. And then like, I feel like he's probably like reevaluating why he likes her because like, if he's interested because she's so weird. I mean, I don't know, but I don't know.
I feel like the golden people have the most energy. They are so fun. They make the show. Like I was like, what? But I was like, I'm here.
I was like, they're gonna be so weird. They brought the energy. Yep. That shit was crazy. Like, I mean, see the secrets. I was dying. They needed to make her elaborate.
Well, I feel like once I heard it and I was like, oh, I was with someone while my spouse was like, in the same, I was like, no younger person is going to, because there's no way anyone's forgiving us. Yes. I was like, what?
But then somebody said that like she made some sort of comment like they didn't make me elaborate on the word, like, because she wrote slept with someone and she didn't say like had sex with. I don't know if this is just a theory going around.
I think it means they were intimate.
I think that's what it means too. But like people were saying like, oh, I think that she just wanted to make it seem like that's. I don't know.
Teach their own.
The whole thing. Yeah. I mean,
it's okay. The guy she's with now cheated and.
Oh my God, the whole thing. The whole thing. I mean, she got her little sweet. You know, hold on. Let me look. I feel like there was something that I wanted to say that I can't remember, but like, it's okay if not. But, oh, I know what I wanted to say. When I was talking about Bachelor in Paradise trying to be like Love Island and they're doing it wrong, one of the main things is like them trying to act like they have like their own little element that's like the somewhat like the challenges. Like all of a sudden now they're doing like that kissing thing, swipe right, swipe left. Like when Love Island does it, it's like a whole like fun, like energy, like performance-y. They're like, stand in this tent. Here's a producer gonna put, and then they're just standing there like this, and they're like, okay, kiss, and it's like. And also, like, wrong crowd. Like, Love Island, they're like 22 years old. These people are in their 30s.
I want to see it.
And I'm like nobody wants to, like, go. Like, none of them, aside, of course, some of the men are like, oh, yeah, we picked, like, 4 women. But, like, they're not trying to, like, line up in a tent and, like, kiss 5 people in a row. Like,
see, I would have been here for it because I feel like, why not see if there's that physical attraction? But I would want everyone to see it. I want to be like, oh, okay. There's, like, let's make the drama fun.
The way it was done was so awkward. I was cringing. It was so awkward. And of course, Alex made it the most awkward. I was like, oh my God, like, please. I was cringing.
I want to talk about Brian really quick before we wrap things up. Brian, I'm embarrassed. You're from Long Island. I can't stand you, bro.
You really don't like him.
And Zoe, I wanted to shake you, girl. I was like, why are you giving this man time of day? And once he got his rose from you, he was like, I got my rose. I'm good. I'm like,
it was because we were watching because she's between two. Like one guy who really actually wants you and one guy who's like, I just want this rose so I can explore. And he's been saying it straight to the camera and she's still picking him.
I was like,
and I'm dying.
And once he said he had a physical attraction with this other
Carissa.
I was just like, girl, go talk to someone else right now.
She literally was like, that's mine and stay away. And like, he was not yours, sis.
She was funny when they both came into
she's like,
I want to call them bombshells.
She's like, so don't,
when the
she's
singles
like,
came
don't, she's like, don't go for my man, okay? She's
kidding,
like,
but not.
But not. But I'm not kidding. Like,
that was so funny.
Screaming. See, like, they could have kept her. Like, just, you know. Anyways, we will see how it plays out. I will say, like, the Goldens have made it a little more lively.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't put the Goldens in a tent. Like, that was so awkward.
Honestly, their challenges will probably be funner.
Like, yes. Like, put them on a slip and slide. Like, we'll see.
So cute.
Well, we'll be back again next week. We love you all so much. Let us know in the comments how you're feeling about these shows. And can't wait.
If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure to subscribe. We're also on TikTok and Instagram at girlplease_podcast. Bye, guys.